And happy Monday. Come along and I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what we're up to today. Hola a todos y feliz lunes. Voy a enseñarles un poquito de nuestra día. Pero en este video nosotros quiero mandar un saludos a Diana Torres. Muchas gracias por estar aquí con nosotros y por ver nuestros videos. And so we want to send a special shout out to Diana Torres. Thank you so much for being here with us and watching our videos. Now I'm going to walk you guys over to where Sergio's working because he already put fertilizer down and now he's going through. And are you covering up the beans and the corn? And he's covering up like the stem of the beans and the corn because right now it's really windy and we don't want the wind to knock over anything. So like I said, he put the fertilizer down and then he's covering the plants back up. And then after he gets done with that, he's going to turn on the water so he can water everything. And so right now we currently have everybody kind of in different directions. This morning I went to go teach English at the kindergarten because on Mondays I teach English there. And then Lily's at school, and then Jay and Kiki are over where Kiki has his corn planted, doing the same thing that Sergio is doing here at the beans right now. And so he's doing this to both our corn and our beans. Y ahorita aquí en nuestro rancho nada más es yo, Sergio y Rey. Y Rey está durmiendo. Y Sergio está trabajando. Lily se fue a la escuela y Jay y Kiki está trabajando donde Kiki sembró su milpa. It's starting to get really, really hot now. What'd you say? Or is that what she said? Y también voy a caminar aquí porque puedo enseñarles qué pasó con mis plátanos. So I'm going to walk over here and show you guys what happened to my bananas. The wind knocked over my tree. You guys know I've been patiently waiting for these bananas. Y el aire tumbó los plátanos. I'm not sure if Sergio's just going to leave it like that or if he's going to end up putting it in a bag for a couple days. In the past, when that's happened, we usually put it in a bag and hang it in the sun for a couple days and they ripen that way. So there's Sergio still working here in the field. And so we got the top part done up there. He got the corn and the beans done. And then he just has these last couple rows of beans and then the corn to do as well. But Kiki and Jay just got back. And so they're going to start helping as well. And so while they're doing that, Jay's going to sit with Ray. And I'm going to go down and show you guys what they are working on at my niece's. Or where my niece's house is going to be. And so here we are where our niece is building her house. We're working on a few things here today. So most everything here, there is some things that they'll use like a máquina or something for, but most everything is done by hand here. Y aquí es donde va a ser mi sobrina su casa. Esta va a ser las castillos para la casa, ¿verdad?
Ajá. Este es el alambrón para hacer anillos para los castillos.
And so here they're working on kind of like digging out where her house is going to be. So I showed you guys a little bit of what's going down, or what's going on down here at my sobrina's. I'm going to take you guys back up to our ranch. And then I know I've also showed you guys where my cuñada is building her house as well. With the trees here, it's kind of hard to see, but the hill keeps going up and her house is going to be kind of like at the top of this hill. So my cuñada is going to build her house at the top of the hill, and then my niece is building her house here. Now I'm going to take you guys back to the rancho. And there's our roses. So he's working on straightening these bars up as well. So now I'm back up here at the rancho. You can see it's really close to where my niece is building her house. So our rancho backs right up to where she's building her house. But Kiki's here helping Sergio now. Y ahora ya está ayudando Kiki con la milpa. Y ya falta poco y van a terminar. He's also doing the same with the girasoles. Y también va a hacer lo mismo con los girasoles. Y después de esto, Sergio va a empezar a regar la milpa y los frijoles y también los girasoles. And so after this, he's going to start watering the beans and the corn and the sunflowers. Not sure if you can see Kiki and Jay over there, but Jay's helping them out as well. He's actually turning on the water, or he turned on the water so they can water the beans and the corn and the girasoles. Pero ya se fue Jay a poner el agua para la milpa, Mommy, frijol y girasoles. And so right now, Sergio and the boys are kind of going through and pulling the hose out because they covered it in some places, and they're realigning the hose. And it's already turned on, and so this is our drip irrigation system. And so they are still watering. It's been about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and they're still watering the corn and the beans. And now they're also working over here. Kiki's putting fertilizer on his alfalfa, and Sergio's working on watering some of his trees. Y ahora Kiki está trabajando con su alfalfa y Sergio está regando los árboles. Y no sé si puedes ver, pero donde está el toro de Kiki, ahí está Lily, porque ella regresó de la escuela. So Lily is over there by Kiki's bull. Not sure if you can see in the video really well, but she just got back from school not too long ago. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and, sorry it's a little windy today guys. So I am going to go ahead and cut these bananas off the tree and go ahead and put them in a bag so that they'll ripen up and be ready for us to eat here soon. And I'm going to show you guys a little bit of how I do that. So the first thing I did was went through and cut some dried banana leaves. And so we're going to put some in the bottom of the bag. I'm going to cut up the bananas and add those to the bag. We'll tie it up, and then in a couple of days we'll have bananas that are ripe and ready to eat. Okay, so I have my bag, and the first thing that I'm going to do is put the dried banana leaves in the bag. Not all of them, just some of them. Y primero voy a poner unas de las hojas secos aquí en el costal. Y ahora voy a poner las hojas secos en la bolsa. And so now I put the dried leaves in a bag. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take all these green leaves off, because we're going to actually use these to feed Kiki's bull. Y ahora vamos a cortar estos porque vamos a darle al toro de Kiki. And so now I'm going to go ahead and cut the bananas. Y ahora voy a cortar los plátanos. That was actually pretty easy. And so now I'm going to separate the bananas out. So we're going to cut them like here and here. And so right now I'm just trying to take the bananas off, and I've already took all these ones off. And now we're going to get ready to put them in the costal. And so now we're just putting the bananas in our bag with the dried banana leaves. And I already have half of them in here, but I'm going to put a little bit more dried banana leaves, and then I'm going to put the rest more dried banana leaves, and then I'm going to close the bag. So now I'm going to put the rest of my bananas in the bag. And we're going to cover these with the rest of our banana leaves, and we're going to tie the bag shut. And so I just put more of the dried banana leaves in the bag, and now we're going to tie the bag closed, and we're going to hang it out for a couple days. And we have that ready, and now Sergio's going to do the rest. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and leave the bananas in the bag up here at the ranch for a couple days. And I ended up doing everything. Sergio will come up and check and make sure it's tied okay and everything later, because I'm not great at doing that. But I have it up here at the ranch. And if everything goes good, in a couple days we'll be eating bananas. Y ahora vamos a dejar los plátanos en una bolsa aquí en el rancho unos días, y primero Dios, en unos días va a estar listos para comer. So here Sergio is picking some of the beans that he grew. What kind of beans are these, Sergio? Frijolon. And so if you open them, Ray's even here helping too. This is what they look like. They're like a big black bean. And so he's going through here picking the beans. Are you going to replant them? And so these ones he's going to replant. And then eventually, when he replants them and we have some, we'll be able to cook these. You said you could eat the leaves too? The flowers, sorry, the flowers. So these you can eat. Do you know how to make them? So if you guys, he says his mom used to make these. So if you guys know how to make these, let us know in the comments. And I'll have to ask around here in our colonia to some of my comadres and neighbors if they know how to make them. And so he's only gotten this side where he's at right now. He hasn't even gotten the top part. And this is what he's got so far. So it gives you a lot of beans. And then you can hear a vendor going around selling fish, right? So that was just a small look into our day here at the ranch. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.